Hey, I know a few of you are out there. I know I've seen some comments from Steve and I think AJ's out there, and I appreciate you guys. This is the to the day, the 1 year anniversary of Analysts After Work. It's going to have a little bit of a different vibe today because it's just going to be me for an hour, waxing poetic about all the things that I think about on the day to day. No, we've already got a couple people. What I did, I did something a little different with this episode. So rather than having sort of set guests, I opened it up and I emailed out the link to everybody that's ever been on the show, and said, look, show up if you want to. And that was scary because there's always that risk that nobody shows up and then you literally have to fill time for an hour, which is possible. I could probably do it. In celebration of today, and I do, unfortunately, there are a few people that did show up, and I'll bring them in a second. But in celebration of today, I want to continue a running gag, and I am going to try to finish off the bottle of Aperol that I bought for BBC for the elicitation drink. I'm going to try to finish it off today because this has lasted way too long. 1 year. I can't believe that this is it's been a year. And actually the first person I want to bring in today is someone who was there at the beginning. So I'm going to bring in Jen Batten. Jen was actually on episode number 1 and she returns. And then
it's the you figured that who's crazy enough to do this ridiculous thing with me, so I'll invite Jen, and what's the worst that can happen?
Well, you know what? And I'll so this is I think we've talked about this after episode 1, but I it was something that I was thinking about doing. Like, just everyone, like, virtual happy hours were so cool at the time.
Yeah, and now we're done. We're done.
And then I thought, and then it was actually an exchange between you and Jamie Champagne on Facebook that were like, yeah, it would be great if somebody said, because whenever you're talking, I always do like a bubbly. It would be great if.
Because I'm so calm and cool and collected every time I speak.
And so I thought, like, yeah, Jen, why don't you and Jamie come on and we'll do this. And you, for some reason, said yes. So, and I thank you, and Jen, Jen. Also coming in, people are popping in slowly. This is tremendous. So I'm going to just, let's just bring everybody in.
Yes.
Welcome back to the stage, Judy.
Hello.
Fabricio,
hey.
Sabby, and Tamara. This is incredible. Welcome, everyone. All returning guests. This is. I'm blown away by the support. I'm blown away by just you guys indulging my ridiculousness. But you know how this goes. Jen, we're going to start with you. What are you? Because I had to give you time to go get your drink.
He did. I had to ask to be excused.
What are you drinking today?
I will also admit to the fact that it is 3:00 Central Time, but I have been teaching a class since 7:30 this morning. My day is done. So I have a very Minnesota wine. This is the Deer Garden Red from Chisago from Minnesota, 2016, from the Wine Haven Winery. And I also, as I was grabbing this from my kitchen, I would like to toss this in. I was thinking about Amy. I see Amy. I always jokingly say I'm looking for my gateway red. I don't drink red wines because I don't like sour or dry wines. This might be my gateway red.
You need a nice bold Merlot. Merlot is tremendous.
See, I don't like that.
You don't like the punch in the face?
I know.
Oh, okay.
No, I would.
Merlot punches you in the face.
I've had a couple. There was another red that I liked that was a Minnesota grown local wine. And somebody else tried it, and they said it's kind of like drinking Kool-Aid, Jen. I was like, yep, and that's okay with me. So
Gross.
I like
That's
my
gross.
wines to be a little sweeter, and so this one's pretty sweet. And
That is
I
gross.
could probably kill this bottle, but then I'm not going to do any work the rest of the day.
And that's fine. People are popping in, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to tell you guys there is absolutely no pressure. If you want to take off, you can. I can have up to 10 people on the screen at one time. So I've never done it. I'm curious to see because 9 makes sense. I'm curious what 10 looks like. But let's keep it going because let's just keep adding people.
Alka Sandina, yeah.
Judy, we're gonna come to you. And what are you bringing to the party today?
Water.
Respect.
In it.
This is basically water. So
I have a Heartland chapter event, so I need to be sober.
Okay, I forgive you.
There's this crazy speaker that's speaking, so
I forgive you. Tamara. Who
Well,
and I didn't put this on I forgot to share it because today was a crazy day. PMI Expo was today. Tamara sent me the most lovely box of barbecue sauces and rubs from Kansas City. I cannot wait. It might be a bribe, which might be a hint of things to come.
I'm not above bribes.
That was the best bribe I ever got. So, Tamara,
are you sure it's not a quid pro quo where you have to give back?
I mean, you give a little, you get a little, but you don't want Toronto barbecue sauces.
It will all work itself out in the end.
We just have to figure out what the right currency is. I mean, Tamara realized your currency being barbecue sauce. I sent a box of American chocolate to Amy.
Yeah.
So, because she had a specific candy bar, she's like, oh my gosh, I love those. And so I sent her like 5 pounds of them.
Tremendous.
Awesome.
Please tell me it wasn't a whatchamacallit.
No, it was. I have been known. I think I usually grab whatchamacallits and take those to Jared when I see Jared live. It was the $10,000 bar or $100,000 bars in that size. And all of my Canadian friends, I will love you even more if you bring me Wunderbars.
What Wunderbar is by far the best chocolate bar.
Make me so happy, and I cannot get them here, and I do not share them with my children.
And if he shows up, we'll tell the story of the night in, I think it was Boston, where we went on a road trip with Jimmy to find one of those. You were there, Jen. I think you were driving. You were driving the minivan. All right.
What? Well, have fun with the barbecue sauce. I sent you some Jack Stack and I sent you some Gates, and they are both Kansas City originals. And I've got at least 3 or 4 more brands we can try.
Okay.
I sent you some Gates, and they are both Kansas City originals. And I've got at least 3 or 4 more brands we can try.
Okay, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. There we go. There we go.
There you go. I like your sweater, Amy.
Very hoodie.
I just silenced everybody.
I like your sweater, Amy.
Thank you very much. I was inspired by the host.
Everybody. I like your sweater, Amy.
Thank you very much.
Is somebody watching live on YouTube? Because we're getting like a 7-second delay.
Thank you very much.
Is somebody watching live on YouTube? Because we're getting like a.
Sorry, that was me.
There we go. All right, Judy, you're muted. Just shut down YouTube. You don't need it. You don't need it. Don't worry about the YouTube. We're here. We're here.
What is that? That's irritating. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it is.
It'll mess with your head for sure.
Where did we leave off? I think you know what? We're back. Everything got reordered. So Fabricio, what tea are you drinking today? No, you're not on mute. I can see that you're not on mute. Stop messing with me. Unless you're muted.
I do have 2 buttons here.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. I'm not sure Tamara said what she's drinking.
Didn't you? Okay, sorry.
Oh, well, I wasn't even going to be here this afternoon, but luckily I had a meeting canceled on me. So I was like, gotta go. But yes, I've got like a mostly drunk Diet Coke on this side and a mostly drunk glass of water on this side and a cat on the lap. So can't get to either one right now.
That's fair. That's fine.
It's not even a cat. It's a lion, right? A tiger.
It's
Beak. I'm not
my
drinking
lap
tea
is open,
today.
my cat is in it.
I'm not drinking tea today.
Oh.
No, but I'm drinking coconut water.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pour another a little shot of Aperol. So
Bingo.
Still haven't
Salud.
finished that?
His goal is to finish
No.
it today, he says, but apparently
No.
he said that before.
So I only have a beverage on this show. And I'm the only person I know who can buy a 6-pack of beer and it go bad. Like I don't drink. This has given me an excuse to do that. All right, Sabi, all the way from the west coast of the United States, Portland, Oregon's own Sabi.
It's 1 o'clock, buddy. It's just lunchtime, so no drinking here.
That's
Still on clock from my office, so nothing in there. But I keep sending you gifts, Vince, but you never open those gifts.
Are we talking? Okay, so Sabi and I are Pokemon buddies, and I have no space in my inventory, so I can't open the gift. I don't play enough. So anyways, and now everyone knows that me and you are giant nerds.
There you go, buddy.
Wow.
I'll see your Pokemon and I'll up you by Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Sarah, we
okay,
might need to talk. I'm trying to learn Dungeons and Dragons so I can run games for my sons. And so many books, because I have so much time to read up on how to play Dungeons and Dragons for heaven's sake.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Jen, that's how it starts, right? You want to play with your kids, and then rather than playing with the kids, you start playing much more. That's
then you're
how
the
I
one at the
started.
conventions and stuff. Yeah, that's,
Absolutely. Yeah. I have so much money sunk into Dungeons and Dragons. It's kind of just to get the stupid books to figure out how to teach them to play, so they don't like mess up the etiquette when they go play like with people who truly know how to play. Right?
Yeah.
Trying to get them set up properly.
Yeah. Thanks, Dan. Zanelkis, I was not expecting you today. I know that you've been in the mountains of Peru this week.
I have been, and I just popped in because I couldn't miss out, but I'm not going to stay through the whole show, so I apologize.
That's fine.
I am
no
crazy
apology.
Speaker. I'm also the crazy speaker Judy was talking about that's speaking at Heartland today. So I am on coffee.
Okay. That's fine. Dina.
It might have some Baileys in it, but yeah.
We don't need to know. Dina.
My beverage is on its way. I've had lots of technical difficulties in the last 48 hours. So if a random person hands me a drink, you'll know why.
Okay.
But Ardbeg is definitely on the menu today.
Okay.
I want that type of service.
Honestly. Jennifer Bedell.
Yes.
Jen,
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Yes. Jen, you hold the distinction of being on this show the most.
Really?
I think so.
Cool.
You know the question. You know the question. There we go.
I was just like, we know the answer.
It is after 5. I had supper before this. It was a handful of chocolate chips,
Lovely.
chocolate and wine. Cheers.
That's a winning cheer. That's a winning combination. Cheers. And last but certainly not least, Amy. In her lovely Powerberry sweater. Which I can't believe you guys like spent real money to have a laugh at me.
Yeah.
But whatever.
They're not the only ones.
You have
Whatever.
seen some of the ridiculous things that I will purchase in
Yeah,
the
that's true.
effort
That's
to
true.
get to
The
make
big-ass
somebody do
dragon.
this or to make
Yeah.
somebody do this.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
really, I don't know why mine hasn't shown up. I'm checking on it now.
Fair enough. Amy?
Hey.
What are you bringing to the party today?
Hey, so I've got myself an old-fashioned screwdriver.
Ah, that's a
Yeah.
classic.
It
That's a
is.
classic.
It
All right.
is. I haven't had one of these for many months, but it's beautiful here in Toronto today. It's very summery.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Toronto is like the center of the universe for goodness.
It is.
Well, so there is no sort of format today, which is totally different from the usual show. Who's got something like moments they want to share, favorite stories, favorite time? Who wants? Jen, do you want to start?
Oh, I was just laughing because there's so many favorite stories.
Okay.
Well, and I'll tell you, well, first of all, I feel like I need to apologize to you for a second, Vince, because when you had me on the show, you like to close out your show with some kind of words of wisdom or something, and I was totally not prepared for that. So I think I said something stupid like pancakes have no bones. And,
This is a true statement.
which,
Let's be honest.
and that was the look you gave me.
What?
He had no idea what to make of that.
But it's true.
I thought it was perfect.
It's factual.
Which, was the kind of standard thing that we used to say in college when we wanted to sound really philosophical and cool, but actually it was, we totally didn't know what the hell we were talking about.
Right.
So I thought ever since that he's never going to invite me on this show again because I just said something ridiculous and that was supposed to be a serious moment. Crap.
No. See, that's the beauty of this show. They're really like words of wisdom could be like, you know what? Cake is better than pie. Like it could be that.
True.
It doesn't have to be wise and sage advice. It could just be like, what do you want to put out into the world? What's the thought you want to put out there? So no, you were fine. If you caught me off guard, that might explain the face. But it wasn't. It wasn't a face
Steve
of
Jones
judgment.
had the face too.
It wasn't a face of judgment. Like, oh, never. And you know how you know that you've made it, Tamara. You know how you know that you've made it on this show when I can do this, and and then bring you back a second later because
I've been booted.
you've been
But you know what? On that note, I bet there's a whole lot of other people who would love their chance to say congratulations to you. This has been amazing. Last night we had our chapter meeting and I plugged your show and I said, you guys,
awesome.
3:00 in the afternoon, you have to try it out. So hopefully you'll get some new viewership here very soon. But
Tremendous.
I'm going to bow out and let someone else give their congratulations to you. So
okay. Thank you for showing up, and we will continue to talk about barbecue sauce.
that conversation will continue.
Yes, it will. Thanks, Tamara.
Vince,
All right.
one thing which I'm gonna say is,
Yes, Abby.
I'm so glad you're drinking today. Because you know what? When last time we had our show, you weren't drinking and you weren't this fun. We really got into a really serious conversation.
The truth comes out.
So hold on. So the correlation is I'm no fun unless.
No, I never said no. I said you weren't this much fun. You're always fun, man. Come on. But you weren't this much fun.
And I have to say, I don't think it's the drinking. First of all, Aperol is terrible. It is sickeningly sweet. It's, you know what, man? Honestly, it's just been a good couple of days. I had some really positive stuff with work, some really positive stuff with not work, and then today I was at, and you were probably there too, buddy, the PMI Expo.
Yeah.
And so I did a presentation that I did last year at BBC for the expo with my buddy Mike Martino, who's been on the show a couple times. And so we did the thing. It was pre-recorded, but we were there answering questions, and we had like 5,000 people watching live. And just the like, I could not keep up with. I actually at one point put an apology and like, guys, these comments are coming too fast. I cannot keep up. Like, email me later because like I can't do it. So it's been a good day, man. And so maybe I just wasn't in a good mood when.
No, you were in pretty good mood, man. But
I'm sure I was, but.
And see, Christina is there because she was with me during that
she was.
Second time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say congratulations, Vince, and then I have to drop off for another.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, and thanks for telling the world that we play Pokemon together.
Technically, you did. He just said he gifted you.
I know, but I can't leave. Like, that's a big matzo ball to leave out there. I have to explain it.
He totally pulled him out on the not opening the gifts. So that's you have to.
All right,
that's bad luck, Vince. Buy a bigger bag, buddy.
All right,
buy a bigger bag.
Dude, you have to like spend real money. I'm not doing that.
Come on,
come on. I'm a free player. Like, if I have to spend real money, it's not going to happen.
But do you guys
Thanks,
hunt
Abby.
Pokemon on streets? I'm not understanding that. Do you go to the street to hunt Pokemon with your phones?
No.
Yeah.
If I can't,
is that even allow it during?
No,
the
if I can't reach it from my house, I don't do it. So if I'm sitting in my chair and it's like just outside of range. Oh, that sucks.
You don't even like walk to another part of the house to see.
No, I put in absolutely zero effort. Zero effort. Absolutely zero. Like, if I could just automate it, I would.
So isn't this Pokemon thing just a way for the government to track your whereabouts?
Oh,
the government is already tracking your whereabouts. You have a device you carry around all the time. The government is totally tracking you.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry about the vaccinations and the chip that they've injected into you. You're already being tracked. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they didn't inject anything in me.
I've had one dose, so but people are like, they'll track you, and I'm like, dude, they already do. I was on a call with my fabulous business partner Bob Prentice a little earlier, a little over a year ago now, and Bob was super excited to share with me his brand new AirPods case, and he showed me the AirPods case and made some comments, and it was literally like WebEx, right? For the next 3 days, all of my ads on every Google search, every Facebook, everything else was AirPods. I don't even own AirPods, but Bob did. And Bob talked about AirPods, and now I'm going to get all the AirPods ads again. And I still don't own AirPods, but...
Yeah, well, now you're going to get them again.
Absolutely. We are so totally tracked, people.
And now, Jen, we're all going to get ads for AirPods for the next...
Yeah, I'm super sorry about that.
Yeah, thanks, Jen.
Thanks.
If you find a good deal, let me know, because I would like to buy some, but, I'm
Hi, Jared.
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 And before we get to Jared, because I mean we go in, we're in a society and we're gonna go in order. Christina joined us. What you know the question. What do you got?
I'm drinking tea. I think I was drinking tea last time.
It is 9:30 though.
Very English thing to do.
Yeah, but I can't dump on you. It's 9:30, right? Oh no, it's 4 hours. So it's 8:30.
Nearly 8:30. Yeah.
So yeah, I can't I'm not going to dump on you. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
thought you might tell everybody about me not knowing what day it was.
No. But that wasn't your fault. Like,
the world too.
So I sent out an email last night to everybody, BCC, because I'm lazy, and it was at like 11:50, but that was, and I just said see you tomorrow. But for Christina and for Adrian and for tomorrow is Friday because that was already Thursday, so that just required a little bit of explanation. Jared, while I bring in the next person, why don't you tell us what you've got? And Jared, dude, I haven't seen you in like months. How's it going?
So I've been absolutely buried. We're completely busy at work, but that's a different story. But I am drinking the old standby, just a straight gin and tonic.
All right. Well, I'm making some fabulous headway here.
Yeah.
By the end of the show, you're not going to make any sense.
No, I'll be fine. Brucey.
Vince and everybody. Good afternoon.
I'm pouring while I do this.
Happy Thursday.
And Bruce was also at PM Expo, and Bruce has a memento from the last time we hung out at the TFC game. And also, there we go, everyone.
Finally.
He's empty.
Brucey, what's going on, my friend?
Oh my God, it's been a long day. I just want to lay down, but no. Fun weeks. I think Fabrizio, I just met you last week. I think Jen and Jen, I know you guys from last year. Christina and Dina, we've sort of done LinkedIn stuff. So it's like a lot of familiar people you pull together here. And congrats on your full year. Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. It wouldn't have been a thing if not for you, this group encouraging me. Or allowing me to continue to be stupid, I guess, because I mean, we talked about. I think we talked about it at the kickoff there. Jen was on episode 1. If she had said no, there probably isn't this show.
Mm-hmm.
So without so basically, what I'm saying is, if you're a fan, Jen Batten, sorry, if you're a fan, I welcome you. If you can't stand this show, it's Jen Batten's fault. So
I'm sorry. The joke is, if you like it, my name is Jen Batten. If you are not happy, my name is Jen Dell. Thank you very much. I literally did that for those of you who do not know. We were at one of the BA World conferences with Amy, and I was all kinds of saucy, which is absolutely out of character for me. Thank you for laughing.
Yeah.
And I said, you guys, thank you so much. My time is up. They're telling me to wrap it up here. And so don't forget, fill out those speaker evaluation forms. If you learned something, if you enjoyed yourself, my name is Jen Batten. If you didn't, my name is Jen Bedell. She's across the hall, and don't worry, I know her. So yeah, I absolutely did that. And I don't know. Somebody put a quarter in me. I don't know what the deal was. And I warned her, and I warned Amy that I had done that, and everyone laughed, and I fessed up right away.
But it's all good.
Yeah, she felt guilty. She came and apologized, and I laughed. It's all
and then
good.
she did it to me later, so it's okay.
We're even.
Turn around, it's fair play.
Absolutely. And I wouldn't dish it if I couldn't take it. So, and I also kind of figured Jen could take it because it's the whole Gen B problem.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're missing an N though. But
that's very true. Very true.
Other than that, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of the Gen problem, I think it would be remiss if we didn't revisit probably the down point of this in this show's history.
Come on. Really?
With which was the beginning of this year with the 3 gens. And it was, you know what? Honestly, as much as I played the foil, it was fun to just see I didn't have to do anything. I just let you guys talk.
How many minutes in was it when you lost control?
I believe Dave Schaefer marked it at 12 minutes.
Okay.
I think at 12 minutes he put a comment in that Vince has lost control of the room.
And that was probably because it took you that long to do what are you drinking?
Basically.
And then you lost control.
Basically. Because it went straight into Bridgerton. And
bingo.
Enough of Bridgerton. Yeah, I'm
all right, so before we get into Bridgerton again,
confirmed 12 minutes.
So before we go there, I do have to run, but I wanted to say big congrats.
Thank you.
I am actually happy that I'm one of the ones, along with Steve, that ruined your little thing about people meeting spontaneously on your show. And we kind of met off screen first, had this whole conversation, planned our grocery store trips, and then we came on the show. There you go.
Planned your grocery store trips?
Yes, we did. And then when Vince just tried to introduce us and be spontaneous, like, we've been to the grocery store. We're good.
I didn't know. I was just I'm trying to create connections here. I'm trying to create serendipitous moments.
Ooh.
You know.
Speaking of which, July 15th, serendipity. It's happening. It's going down. Co-hosted by me and my man Adrian Reed, featuring many of the people who are here today. Actually, I think everybody except Jared. No, Jen, you didn't apply. Jared, you didn't apply.
I was just gonna say, you hit that one at the exact wrong time in my world. So,
I get it.
If you got a gap, you know who you can call. If you got somebody who can't show up at the last minute, you know who you can call.
Oddly enough, we added hours to the day to not have to cut as many people. Like it was so good. I think we had like 60 submissions. It was incredible.
I think that's how I got in.
No, you were. But Danelkis, thank you very much. Bye.
Good luck.
Have fun.
No, but I think everybody here, except for Jen and Jared, will be there on that day. Also appearing. Talk like Ted.
I'm researching for how to do my presentation.
Oh.
Here we go. Bruce. No, we talked to Bruce already. Here we go. Now, Steve always has technical challenges, so let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
What are some other moments? Tell me how much you love me.
Well, after meeting you at 2019 BBC and we talked for a while,
yes.
Then we end up on a happy hour in Hawaii early in the pandemic, and I'm just sitting there being me, feeding you a load of crap. And then finally you look at me and you say, "Oh, I don't think I've met you before." And I'm like, "What?"
How could you meet Judy and not remember her?
Exactly.
It must have been so. I'm not okay. I've already apologized. This I'm like sweating now. I've already apologized for this on the show. I have no excuse. I'm gonna own that one. I'm gonna own it. I will say this: at BBC that year, I was working. So I literally would go from. I was staying at the DoubleTree, I think, which was just down the road. So I would literally and I was doing things on the cheap. So I would stay at the hotel. I would go over for lunch once my meetings were done. I would eat lunch, then I would go back and work. And so I probably was just distracted. And I'll own that. But yeah, no, and I know I think you were on the Egypt webinar that I did, because I think we were talking about strategy. And then, just enough repetition, and then it's like by men, like Judy Alter. Like it just got into my head. You know what I mean?
Vince, when am I going to be on next?
You're on next week. Let's
April Fool?
We were gonna do. Oh yeah, see, I've already finished one bottle, Judy. We were gonna do Never Have I Ever.
Oh, we're not.
We were going to. I thought we were doing that.
Are we? Okay. Apparently, we are doing that. So it's gonna be because it's April Fool's Day. So we're gonna do Never Have I Ever.
And who am I on with?
You're on with the person who just left, Tanelka Sarah. And I guess Jared just invited himself, so Jared's on too.
That would be fun.
Oh my gosh!
So Never Have I Ever. It's going to be the clean edition. But
I believe this game is too hard for me, so I'm going to leave you guys.
Okay,
I probably don't speak good English.
No.
To pronunciate that.
No. Shut up. Your English is fine, but if you don't want to play, that's fine.
Guys, see you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
I do have a Jen Batten story, though.
Oh my God! Now I'm worried.
Good bad stories.
Jen and Heather.
Jared, you should be careful, because I'm pretty sure I know some of the stories you have about me, and I'm pretty sure.
Hey, also look what I learned.
In some of these.
Look what I learned how to do.
Be careful, Mister.
But this was back when Jen, Heather Milan Maines, and I were all chapter presidents, and we were all in the central region. And so one year they go, wouldn't it be neat if we got our swag from IIBA and then we can, split it 3 ways? Now, of course, it just went to one person's house. So then it had to be dispersed. But that wasn't the deal. It was a good deal, the price of the goods. But by the time we paid for the shipping, my board said, how much did you spend?
Well, hang on, though. The other side of this, because, see, you get the economies of scale. If we buy 500 PDD swag items or 200 for my friends and 200 for Iowa and 200 for Omaha, right? We buy 600.
I know.
And so we had it all shipped to my house. And the bigger deal about this was I'm from Nebraska originally. So I am always happy to go chat with IIBA Heartland. Do you need me in Omaha? I haven't seen my dad in well over a year. But honestly, there was one time, and Judy and I could not meet. We could not get together.
Oh, that was funny.
To transition stuff. So I literally piled a bunch of IIBA stuff and my entire family, like to go for Easter weekend or whatever to Nebraska to visit Grandpa. Yeah. And Judy was out of town, and I was like, all right, so here's the deal. I'm leaving this stuff with my dad. So you were going to go meet some random old guy in a parking lot.
And then I had him carry all the boxes to my car.
Yeah, so my dad met up with Judy to deliver IIBA, PDD, Professional Development Day swag.
So the moral of the story is the price break is a sucker's game.
Now they were good because I was like the rookie president, and so they took me under their wings.
We did our best.
And also the two that got me into being the regional director way back in 2015.
Yeah, speaking of that, Jared, could you please get me removed from all of these calendar invites about the regional meetings? I am still on those.
Can we take that one offline? Because
we can, but seriously, she said it.
This is not a.
For God's sakes, remove me from that.
For the time being, this is not an IIBA sponsored.
Okay, it is not
event.
IIBA sponsored, but Jared.
So I don't want you doing IIBA business on my time.
I'll remember that when I send everyone else Omaha steaks.
Thank you. I mean, I guess I just won't be bringing the thunder to Nebraska.
That's okay,
then
I'll send you some Alberta steak. They're better anyways.
I know. Like Nebraska snakes. They're good. No,
Corn-fed trash.
You go to Alberta when you want beef. You go to Alberta.
I can just finish. Judy and I are such good friends.
I know.
Respect.
It's okay, Jared. They now make whatchamacallits with peanut butter.
Yeah. Anyways,
I
mean, you know what? At the end of the day, steaks are steaks. I will gladly accept Omaha steaks. And apparently, I do speak at events for bribes. So, there we go.
Good to know.
Yeah, good to know. Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Hello,
Dan. No. AJ.
Hello.
What's up, my friend?
Not much. How are you? This has been a lot of fun. I'm almost at a bingo. So our mirror bingo anyway.
Yeah.
So this is good.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, do you want to explain? Because you sort of orchestrated the everybody wear a Power Berry sweater fiasco, and then something happened live during the show. So please.
That's true. So it was Amy and Steve Jones and myself, and we were trying to figure out how funny it would be if we all wore the sweatshirt that Vince wore. And I think Jen B, I feel like you were the one, you were the one that was making fun of him.
It was Jen Forrest.
Okay,
Jen Forrest.
okay, fine.
Yeah. She called me out.
It was one of the Jens saying
that
he wears that sweatshirt all the time, and so I said,
because I wore it in consecutive weeks, like
right.
So
how funny would it be if I wore it when I was on, and I did, and that was funny. And then Steve Jones and Amy and I were on, and so how funny would it be if we all three wore it, and then you participated as well, and hilarious. So then we mentioned that was going to be a funny time. If like we had a bingo sheet, we've been secretly playing like a black market bingo behind the scenes for this, and I bought the domain vincemirabingo.com, which is now live. And
is it? Because when I went the other day, it was like a link farm. So
yes, so it's now live.
Okay.
And
you know what? That's tremendous. I am going to come after you for copyright, though.
You can. None of the colors are the same. Exactly. And yeah, there's even a disclaimer on there, so I'm protected all the way. Yeah.
It just reminds you of Vince. It's not really.
It's a very watered down version.
It's a watered down version.
It's not coming up for me.
We need this link. Somebody put this link.
I'll put it in. I'll put it in the chat here, because it's a thing. It exists. I'm there. I guess I'm just more surprised you actually spent money on this. But you know what, AJ? That's cool. That's cool. So the idea was that at 4:00 when the show goes live every week, you were gonna put up a new bingo card and then just see what happens. So every time you talk about Bridgerton, that's center square. The weather.
Love it.
Yeah. So
this is awesome.
We've got 3 gens in. Of course, we're going to talk about Bridgerton and the boots. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm super not happy about the logo, though. I'll say that. That hurts
Super
a little.
not happy? Logo?
Yeah, a little bit. The logo on this Vince Mira bingo. You're right, though. The colors are just off. This isn't like a Christian Louboutin. Like, that's my red. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna call the letter red.
It's gonna take you some effort, and it would take you money to copyright a specific color.
Oh, yeah.
Trademark a specific color. So
Yeah. Well,
it
I don't know how it
hasn't been done
works.
before,
I don't know how it works in Canada, but in the U.S., parody is completely allowed. So
yeah. It just hurts a little bit.
There are some lines. It kind of depends, but this is absolutely
all right. That's fair.
He said he doesn't really
So
surely it's more of a homage than a parody.
And Tina, that's how I'm choosing to take it. Like it's
Who's listening live again?
I think it was Amy again. That's how I'm going to take it, Tina. It's an homage. It's just, you know what? I'm choosing to look at it through the lens of love as opposed to mockery. And hopefully I'm right. I think I know AJ enough to say he's just having a spot of fun. So
I think it's great, AJ. The title on the top, it is that's how it looks like when I'm drunk.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So
and you know what? And in fairness, like all of your things link out to the show and my LinkedIn and my Twitter. So I'm not gonna. You've created backlinks for me. Thank you, brother.
Oh wait, there's links. I just see a main page. Where are the links?
At the bottom.
Scroll down and you can get to the actual bingo card. I mean, I'm only.
I didn't see the real bingo card. Where is the bingo card?
Oh, there it is.
Scroll down, man.
Play.
I'm at the bottom.
It's not a bingo. I like want to
Oh
ask
yes.
questions. I don't
Okay.
understand what some of this stuff means.
Adidas,
But
the
it'll mean I
Gens,
get a bingo.
April, Bridgerton, Berry Hoodie.
So
1 year
what are you gonna do
anniversary.
with Aperol anymore, though? Do we need to buy you another bottle?
Oh, here we go.
There will
Oh,
be
this
a
is
new
amazing.
card, though, right, AJ?
This is amazing, AJ. I mean, this is it's now gone to another level because I mean you've got stuff pumpkin spice latte, random.
This
my
is
mind
awesome.
is blown.
The gens are on here, Jen.
The Mighty Ducks.
I know.
I'm not sure why that one's on there. The Mighty
I like
Ducks.
Vince gets him.
I don't know, but you just talked about it, so I'm checking it off.
Yeah.
That's.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Anyways,
An HR violation. I'm sure, like just having the show is an HR violation, right?
I'm sure we will have a moment, and you guys are just lucky. I'm just being. If I keep talking, I'm sure there will be a swear jar moment. So.
Yeah. AJ, I will. This is. You've touched my heart.
See, we went full circle. He's like, I think he's a jerk, but maybe.
Oh wait.
Oh no,
how do
you're
you do
still a
that?
jerk.
Okay, fine.
You're still a jerk. Just
That's fair.
You're like the jerk with a heart of gold.
Aw.
Oh my god. Hey, Vince and everybody got to go. The family's home. Hey,
Brucey, have a good one, man. We'll talk soon,
Take
brother.
care.
Yeah. Leslie the Lancer. What's
Go
a
Lancers.
Lancer?
Lancers!
Okay. Hey, hey, Leslie. What's going on?
Hey,
I just cannot shake you this week.
am I like a bad smell or what?
I wasn't gonna say that, but you know, we've crossed paths several times this week.
You're just stalking me. Just stop stalking me. Stop. Stop stalking me.
All right.
You know, don't victim blame, Vince. I mean, seriously. I'm listening to her. I'm sorry, that's wildly inappropriate. That's totally
4:46 is when I lost the room.
That's not bad.
That's a lot better than the 12 minutes.
It's a record. It's a record.
because there are only 2 Jens on the call. Not that
Honestly,
I don't trust all of the rest of you to be shenaniganators, but hey.
Jen Forrest was invited, but
Yeah, where is she?
yeah, I don't know.
She's probably working.
She's probably working. Yeah. Leslie, you know the drill. What are you bringing to the party?
Oh, this one's for AJ.
Oh, jeez.
Is it just straight? Just straight Clamato? Is that what it is, Leslie?
Hang on, is that on the bingo card?
I don't know. I closed it.
Not yet.
Closed it.
Next time. I love it.
Yeah.
That's my stand.
And Mindy.
Hey.
Mindy's here. Hi, Mindy.
Hey there.
You have something better than Clamato?
Better than I got the Basil Hayden. Because I remember you talking about how you're into it, and I'm like, this is always on the show.
It is lovely. It is lovely.
Yeah,
It's lovely.
definitely.
If it wasn't for this gross Aperol that I promised to finish, I would have had Basil Hayden's today. Mindy, what's going on?
What's going on? Just loving the spring air and taking walks. You know, I got my first vax shot this week. Very excited. 5 weeks of almost normal, being able to hug everyone. well,
yeah.
Except you guys.
Yeah.
I'll hug you guys eventually, but
Except for us Canadians.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still waiting. What is this vaccine you guys are speaking about?
Oh my lord!
Is this some witchcrafty kind of thing?
Absolutely. Yeah, I got my first dose last week, so
it was magic, really. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are actually doing a much better job than we are of getting of the management part of it. I think we but I know that you went through some management changes.
But see, the thing is, though, I think some of that, aside from the management changes, there's still a lot of randomization that occurs because I have some process problems with this. All right.
Please talk to me.
Back to work. Because within my household, all right, there are 6 people in my family, and I am really not sure why I was offered the vaccine. I think I have a couple of reasons because, of course, yes, I signed up for it. Yes, I'm of a certain age. And yes, I am a primary caregiver for somebody who just had open heart surgery. All right.
Yep.
So I got the vaccine, but my husband did not get offered the vaccine.
But does he not count as a caregiver?
But see, we're separate people. So they're putting it in as right, which would seem like, hey, if it's time to give the vaccine, like, why not? And I can't make an appointment for him. So he has to there's some magic that's happening that makes no sense to me. And the other tricky part is of the 4 kids, the kid who is the open heart surgery kid, he's 15 years old. He's not even approved to take the vaccine because it hasn't been tested on kids under 16.
Yeah.
But that means 2 adults, his parents and the older sister, should all be considered shouldn't we all get it? But only I was given the opportunity. I don't understand their business rules. I don't understand the criteria, and I don't understand how it's working, and
So,
that's my
I don't know
problem.
how it's working by you, but there's phone numbers, for the state because they did it by state, and there's Facebook groups because we're doing it by county a little bit, and they've been extremely helpful. So if you can reach out, find on Next, I don't know if you have Nextdoor. There's people talking about all these things and how to. Everyone's trying to help each other. So
yeah, ours was all by website and it was by ages, and so
yeah. But
I heard
you'll get it.
one day
it'll disappear.
Yeah.
One of the provinces in Canada, you needed a workaround to get past the website. Somebody had actually gone out to media to tell everybody the workaround so that you could actually get in, because it wasn't accepting a Canadian postal code or something crazy like that.
That was my province.
Oh my lord! Like, it's hard enough getting people on the internet to do this in the first place, and then they do that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Alberta, great stakes. Not great government.
Develop
It's fine.
some of this stuff, right? Like, where did it come from that there is even this? Because the way that I even got my first appointment, I had registered with the state of Minnesota, and it's, you know, when you meet this criteria, they will send you a note. And I'm also on, and my husband is on lists for if there's, okay, it's been out of the refrigerator and we have to use it, can you get somewhere quickly? I'm on one of those lists, so is my husband.
Yep.
And I was going through and saw a little icon on my little My Chart, you know, electronic medical records thing, and there was a message that said you are overdue for a vaccine. And I was like, "What do you mean? I got my flu shot." And I opened it up, and it said, "Why have you not scheduled your COVID vaccination?" And I was like, "Well, I will do that. Thank you very much." And I clicked, and I did it.
Wow.
It yelled at me that I hadn't done it yet. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, what's your problem?
Are we going to evolve this into strange things the government does?
No, please don't.
We don't have that much
We don't
time.
have enough time.
Let's not do that.
Because I think between our three nations of the United Kingdom, the United States, and Canada, we that's a whole show. That's a different show.
Probably a series.
Let's not go there. All right.
It's a
It
different
might be
show.
a good topic for another day, though.
I'm not because I want to continue traveling, and if I say the wrong thing, I will
You're
not.
going to get on a list.
Boris is not going to let me in.
Vaccine.
You know,
So
if they
Vin-
make it through
They can
52
track
minutes
you.
of the show, I'm impressed. No.
No, I lost it at like 46. I think we marked.
46 is the mark.
Yeah, but no, it's
Of absolute loss. I mean, it was quite.
But not only are you going to get your ads for your AirPods, but now you've been barred from traveling to any other country.
Yeah. Except for the Seychelles and Madagascar. Those are the only countries I'm allowed to still travel to as a result of
That'd
this.
be nice. Those are good.
Oh, wait a minute. I've been invited to the
Been
Benelux,
named.
so we can add 3 more countries back. Thank you, Wouter.
Can I come
Belgium,
too?
the Netherlands, and Luxembourg. You're on my list.
Okay.
I'm still very sad about my Belgium trip from last year. So
Speaking
that's
of
it.
losing control,
There he is.
Steve Jones.
Finally, the connection.
With 5 minutes to spare, Steve Jones.
Technical difficulties.
Steve, what's going on, my friend?
Craziness, just like always.
Okay. What?
Finish the bottle finally.
I did finish the bottle, but what are you having?
Craziness. Well, right now water, but I've got pulled
Okay.
pork ready.
Oh, okay. Well, respect then. If you've got pulled pork, like
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
15
I mean,
pounds of pulled pork.
I'll see you in like 20 minutes, man. If you've got pulled pork.
Come on, 15 pounds. Come on down.
Oh, jeez. I could even come tomorrow. and
Show's
you'd
over.
still- Yeah. Good night, everyone.
You can cross the border. Amy has done it. I mean, you might have to quarantine
For
on either
compassionate
side, but you'll be
reasons.
I can
Like,
make that happen.
if I'm at the border, why are you going pulled pork? Damn, please.
That's the
You have a
best.
friend who's
Now we
Bring us
know.
back.
in the hospital.
Hold on. Pulled pork, does that constitute an HR violation?
No.
Oh, Jen.
You were going for a bingo, weren't
You
you, Jen?
really,
That's
really
easy.
want to get her
Bingo.
bingo.
Jen.
That's too funny.
Now, Amy with Bandcamp and her flute, maybe, or recorder.
It's a recorder.
So
and I have
hold
it
on.
right here if you
Hold
care.
on. Hold on.
Oh, Tina has pulled pork too.
There's gotta be
There's
there's gotta be some rules for Vince Mirabingo. And if you're on the show, you cannot know what's on the card. That just doesn't make sense.
Like,
Okay, that's fair.
You can't
That's
know
fair.
what's on the card.
All right.
Fine.
So, AJ, that means in the future we need to ensure that the card is updated early enough that the person who is on the show can see. We can't have it open at the time.
No. The business rules, Jen, if we're going to go there, are that the show begins and the card is released concurrently.
Yeah.
So I'm not supposed to because it's not fair otherwise. Because then you could go straight into, so Vince, how's the weather? And then I'm gonna know.
It's insider trading, isn't it?
It's exactly insider trading, and that might be the end of this show because if once you get caught up in insider trading, that is it.
Yeah.
What's wrong
You're
with
done.
Dave Schaefer? Why is he being nice?
What do you mean? Dave's a great dude.
Oh, he is. It's just that I always look forward to sarcastic humor. That was all like serious and everything.
I think Dave knows there's a time and a place, and this is a celebratory show, not for one to talk about Bridgerton and nonsense, but to talk about fun stuff and nonsense.
Bridgerton.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's on the card.
I've moved on from Bridgerton. I have a new TV show addiction that is really, really horrible, but it's okay. Do I have to share it now? It's Airplane Repo on the Discovery Channel. If you have not seen Airplane Repo.
Airplane
Repo. Why?
Now,
Why is that a thing?
Please, I have to explain myself a little bit. You have to understand, my husband, we do not watch reality TV. My husband looks down, like I feel like the lowest of the low, dumbest of the dumb we don't watch The Bachelor. We don't watch those shows. And
because they're horrible.
Right? So a couple weeks ago, my husband, I was in my office doing work. Our living room is right over there. And my husband was up late and he was doing something and I went out into the living room to ask him something. And I sat down. I was like, I just need to get away from my computer. And this show is on. And I am like, what is this? And they follow 3 repossession agents. So you know how, if somebody doesn't pay for their car, like someone will come and repossess the vehicle, put it on a tow truck, put it on a flatbed, take it away. So there are 1%ers and people who have $1 million airplanes that stop paying for them. And so there are these 3 people that they follow that go and swipe airplanes for a living. It is so ridiculous.
TV is officially canceled.
And I am so into this that it gets very intense.
That's terrible.
And they have to reenact some of the things like, hey, what you doing taking my airplane? That's not yours. And the guy is actually has paperwork that says, hey, you have not made your payments. This airplane is about to be repossessed. And they make, I have to say, they make shit tons of money. I cussed.
Yeah, now I just lost my PG rating. Thanks a lot, Jen.
Sorry. I know of a gold-plated one that the 45 guy isn't using anymore. That's probably going to be up for grabs.
I don't know to whom you're referring.
That was one of my conversations the other day. I wonder if a certain someone has ever had this situation occur. But I mean, it's not just airplanes. I've seen them. They've repoed helicopters and speedboats, like a ginormous yacht in Florida. Yeah. I was like, okay, this is just fascinating.
I'm sure it has happened, and it was the most tremendous repossession ever. It was no one has ever had a better repossession than that repossession. It was truly magical.
The best ever.
The best ever.
Extraordinary.
The best ever.
I like that.
Folks, we're at time.
It can't be over.
It's over.
The year's over already.
You really can't stop on repo. And I'm gonna after hours, man.
And I'm gonna do something that I haven't done, which is
kick us all off. I'm
gonna have the last word. because this has been a truly entertaining year. It's been a challenging year. I know that you all feel it. I know that I feel it. I'm going to try not to get emotional here. Thanks, Steve. But I've been so happy that I've been able to do this. Still, to me, a ridiculous show, but that you guys are willing to come on and indulge that. And I want to thank, all of you, Judy, Tina, Jared, Steve, Mindy, Leslie, Amy, Jen, other Jen.
You're repeating yourself.
Dina. No, I'm also having a stroke. Dina, Adrian, Fabricio, like just everybody that's ever been on the show. You just love. So I'm gonna stop it there. The show is not over. This show is over.
We need to toast Sir Vince and his year.
Yes.
Yeah. Whatever
But I
beverage you
finished.
have.
I finished.
Cheers.
Thank you, everyone.
Yep.
Eventually, and I thought about this last night, and it did make me sad. This show will end. I don't know when. It will end. This is not it, but it will end. But it will be replaced by something different. And I think...
Will you be dancing?
I think what it will be replaced by is something even better, because it'll be when we can finally all meet up and make this a live show. So I think that's where this show ends, and it becomes something else. So but I want to thank you guys all for indulging me, for being here, for being friends, and I can't wait to do this for real. And I was able to maintain, so I'm going to close my camera now so that I can go off into the corner and just bawl. But I want to thank you guys. This has been and this is obviously, you can tell I'm not used to the nice feels. So even I'm not even good at the dirty feel. I'm not. There's a reason I stay level, and it's because I can't handle too much fluctuation in emotion. But I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody who has shown up week after week to just play along. And I want to I want to thank you. We are back next week with Never Have I Ever, with Judy and Danelkis, and probably a few other people, because the more the merrier.
Oh,
and
Jared's roped in, man.
And everyone, this has been the end of year 1, the beginning of year 2 of Analysts After Work. We'll see you in the next one.